It's called The Skeleton Cupboard. It's the 5th book I've written, but it's the first book that I suppose it reads like a novel, but it is the story of my 3 years of training. Each chapter, I suppose, I don't know how you'd say it, it's like a psychological thriller. I sort of talk through a case, but I kind of talk through how we all worked with this particular person. We've got a chapter devoted to an elderly man who was showing early signs of dementia and actually helped me diagnose him because he was a research scientist. He'd been in the concentration camp, so he was going back into his long-term memory there. That was tragic. Children with eating disorders, various people I worked with over the years and their stories.
But it was great to read because it was from your point of view,
well,
and how it affected you and how you dealt with it.
Yeah, sorry. When I wrote it, I kind of felt if you're going to write about other people's issues, you can't sit there like some sort of great you know, I don't pronounce myself to be very sane and pronounce on everybody's insanity because I don't believe there's sanity in insanity. I think we all slide up and down. I know I have. I know we all have. And I think it's a very unhelpful stigma that's put on mental health issues. I got into psychology because when I was 15, my grandmother was murdered. She was beaten to death, and that was a really difficult event at quite a critical time of life. And it was a woman who murdered her who was pregnant and a heroin user who got manslaughter with diminished responsibility, was sentenced to 3 years and out within 18 months. So I was really angry, wrote to the Home Secretary and got a sort of sorry for your loss, but that's the justice system. So I didn't know what to do with it. So I started reading books about serial killers and trying to understand why do people do these things.
Mindset.
And it got me into psychology. And then I went off and did my clinical training. And I work with adolescents. I still work as a clinician, although I do other things. And this book is really about how I trained and the stories of the amazing people I met when I trained.
And you're a mother of 2 and you're a broadcaster as well. How do you leave that work behind? Because you get very involved with your clients and your patients. How do you stop at the door and say, right, that's work, shut that door, I'm now a mum, I'm at home? How do you relax? What do you do to get away from that?
It's a long training, it's 6 years, and I think in the training we get an awful lot of kind of support to think about how you work as a clinician, as a practitioner. I think also, you learn that you're not there to be your patient's friend, you're there to actually help them and make a real difference to their mental health. My kids often say, I mean, my kids are 17 and nearly 20 now, and they say they're going to write a book called Great with Other People's Kids, but Rubbish with Our Own. I love it. So, it's brilliant. I can do my job at work, but when I'm at home, I'm just like,
Just mum.
Just mum.
With all the same problems.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. Well, the book is called The Skeleton Cupboard. It really is fascinating. Thank you very much. Tanya Byron, everybody.
Thank you so much.